Okay. So if you're in the US trying to scroll through TikTok,
Yeah.
well, as of January 19th, 2025, you can't.
Yeah.
It's gone.
Banned. Yeah.
Yeah. It all happened so fast.
Yeah, it did. It feels very sudden, I think, for a lot of people. So we're going to do a deep dive today into, how did this happen? What led up to this ban? And what does it mean? What does it mean for, well, us, but for, millions of users out there? We're looking at some breaking news for this deep dive today.
Yeah, I mean, it really is, kind of feels like the rug was pulled out from under everyone.
Yeah.
It's a huge shift in the social media landscape and, national security concerns at the heart of it.
Yeah. So it's this is stemming from a law actually that was passed back in April of 2024. I don't know if you remember this or not, but there are, all these concerns about TikTok sharing user data with its parent company ByteDance, which is based in China.
Right.
And so this law, they were trying to, address those concerns by basically banning the app. Yeah, and it's not just speculation anymore. I mean, the Supreme Court upheld the law.
Yeah, so this is serious.
Yeah, this is a huge statement about how seriously the government is taking these, data security concerns.
Yeah, and it's not just like, a small group of people. Like this is,
Yeah.
we're talking 170 million U.S. users who can no longer download the app. They can't even update the app if they already have it.
Wow.
I'm curious, I mean, you're pretty plugged into this world.
Yeah.
Have you kind of felt this like sudden shift yourself?
Yeah.
Like what is it, I mean, for folks listening, what does it feel like to have this platform that's been like such a big part of online culture to just like suddenly be inaccessible?
I wonder if you felt this impact yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, millions of people are out there right now looking for, for alternatives now that TikTok is gone.
Yeah.
It reminds me of other shifts that we've seen in the tech world, right? Like when MySpace fell apart, Facebook rose.
Yeah.
When Vine shut down, TikTok itself,
Filled that gap.
filled that gap.
Yeah.
So now the question is who's going to benefit from this, absence?
Right. Yeah. And it seems like a lot of people are kind of already trying to figure that out and looking for those alternatives.
Yeah.
There's, we're seeing huge download surges for these two Chinese apps, Lemonade and RedNote.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, RedNote in particular, it's already like a powerhouse. I mean, they've got like 300 million active users monthly.
Wow.
So
300 million.
yeah, it's a lot.
Wow.
So could this be the start of like a new era, like dominated by these Chinese social media platforms?
I mean, it's definitely possible.
Yeah.
This ban could be the catalyst for a whole new kind of social media order,
Yeah,
The landscape's always changing and,
it is.
User loyalty is fickle.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, just as everyone is starting to kind of wrap their head around this whole new reality, we've got former President Trump throwing a curveball into the mix.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he hinted at a possible 90-day extension to the ban,
Hmm.
which could give ByteDance more time to sell TikTok to a non-Chinese buyer.
Oh, wow. If that were to happen, I mean, can you imagine the complexities of a sale like that?
Yeah.
The negotiations, the political maneuvering, the economic stakes.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, billions of dollars on the line and the future of a global platform.
Yeah, I mean, and of course, this is all everyone's talking about this online.
Right.
There's like a sense of irony in all of this because you've got these figures like Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg who are potentially benefiting from TikTok's, downfall.
Yeah.
And it kind of makes the thing like, who really wins in these situations, right?
Yeah, it definitely raises questions, right? Like
Yeah.
about data privacy, platform competition, how much power do these giant platforms have? I mean, the focus shouldn't just be on the immediate drama.
Yeah.
It should be on the bigger picture, right?
Yeah.
Who's controlling our data? How are they using it? How much influence do these giant platforms have over our lives?
Absolutely. So to sum it all up, the ban is in place. Users are, scrambling, trying to find alternatives. And then there's this glimmer of hope for TikTok, potentially, with a sale.
Yeah.
So what does this mean for TikTok in the long run?
I mean, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
It is.
I mean, will this be the end of its reign? Or will it adapt, reemerge in some way?
Yeah.
And I think even bigger than that, like, what does this say about the future of social media?
Yeah, it's so hard to say for sure. But, one thing's for certain. This is a huge turning point. I mean, as you're listening to this and kind of navigating this whole new world, it's worth thinking about, like, could this be the start of a new more decentralized social media world,
Yeah.
like where power isn't consolidated in the hands of just these, few companies.
Right. Food for thought.
Definitely food for thought, yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining me on this deep dive.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
Really appreciate it.
Absolutely.
We'll see you next time.
Sounds good.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye.